Hi Leo, welcome to my channel. I'm doing a card reading for you today for the end of the month November, beginning December 2022. I will talk about situations in your past and then about the present and then about the future. So if I look at the past, then you have Two of Pentacles and a Knight of Pentacles. So you received a message about your stability. For some of you, it was about your financial stability. Maybe some of you lost a job. Maybe some of you were looking at another job and then it was maybe a disappointment. Maybe it didn't work out as much as you hoped for, or because you have the judgment reversed. So there is a situation that you needed to accept about this, that you didn't want to accept, and you still don't want to accept it. This Knight of Pentacles, it's this message about your a change of the stability in your life, something that you wanted to keep under control, which you couldn't keep under control, and that you wanted to change this, but it went very slowly, too slow for your liking. And I can see that it went too slow because you have the Chariot and the Magician. So I think that you wanted to change that situation really quickly. You wanted to take control. You wanted to move in a direction to say, I'm going to change this right now and I'm going to improve the situation. I'm not losing control about this. I'm just going to rescue the situation with my magical power, so to say, with the Magician. You were going to have make this change happen, but you did it quite quickly and you had all the belief in it that it was going to make this change, that it was going to work. But you also just went so quickly into a direction that maybe you didn't even consider everything around it, what would really improve it. So for some of you, you didn't even send the right signals out for it to work because you were maybe shocked by this message from this Knight of Pentacles about this insecurity, that you just went all directions and it didn't matter where you were going, but you were just going and you hoped for the best, so to say. So that was to get back control and to make that change for better. And over this reading, I can see that there is some insecurity. It can also be about a person in your life who is with two people, so juggling two people, so to say. So there is somebody else that also brought in insecurity. You have the Lovers reversed twice, that's why I'm saying it. And there is a thing that is outside of your control with the Judgment reversed. And so that you have to accept the situation at present that you couldn't accept in the past. And I'm saying that because you have the Queen of Cups together with the Two of Swords. So not long ago, you were still holding on to something, putting up a kind of facade maybe. I think that you were hurt by this thing that the Knight of Pentacles has come up with, that you wanted to change, and you maybe didn't want to believe what happened to you. Maybe you didn't want to face the insecurity with it. Maybe you wanted to show the world that you were still having everything under control. You were showing yourself as that you still understand things the way they are. You still cared and still showed yourself as a loving person, and that everything is fine. But inside of you, you felt maybe lost, or you felt that you didn't have things in control. You felt that you were losing things. and you were blindfolded about what to do next. I think that, and it has to do with your stability, because it lays next to the Four of Wands. So it has to do with your happiness, with everything that you believed in that brought you happiness. And so you showed two things, or you showed something else, and that you felt inside. And I think that it has to do with not knowing how to combine all your emotions, or how to get to, I think that you didn't know, you were not sure about how you felt about things. So you really wanted to make quick changes with the Chariot, with the Magician. You didn't want the situation to be as it was, but actually you couldn't help it, because the situation was as it was, and by staying the same person to the outside world, if you just look at, like, you maybe yeah, that you didn't care, or that you didn't react, or that you just pretended that everything was fine. Inside it wasn't fine. You felt insecure, and you felt that you were losing either somebody or something, and that could well have to do with a house, or with a business, or something that you had, or with a person. And then there are three people in this Lover's card, which also tells me that it could well be about a third person in your relationship that you didn't want to face, or you didn't want to admit the insecurities about. You really didn't want to have the truth about that, or you didn't want it to exist. So you try to live on as if nothing happened, and in the same time so many things happen to you. If we go to present time, is you have the Temperance card reversed and the Judgment card reversed. So that's telling me you feel like you don't have things in your control. You feel like you have to have the patience that you don't have. You don't want to feel like this, but you feel that you have to accept it. For some of you, you have a helpless feeling coming over you, and you feel that it has been caused to you. It has been done to you. Something unreasonable has been done to you, and you would like to see it that that person who did this to you, or let's say you lost your work, then you would like your boss to take responsibility for it. You don't want to accept that you lost your work. Or if it is about this third person, you don't want this person you don't want to accept that this person is maybe going to leave you. You don't want to have the patience to see if you're going to feel better soon, because you want to feel better now, and you would like to take action to make things better right now. So you don't have the patience, but you know that you need to have that. And I think that is very difficult, because this is an insecure situation. Because if you see all these people, they are turned around, so they fall out of the places that they are in. If you see it like they have been in this box, and so if you think inside of the box, then everything is fine. But now the box is opened, and so they fall out. And so, yeah, there is this, it's like nothing is as it was, it feels like nothing is as it was meant to be, or as you were thinking that your security was. It lays next to the Lover's reverse, but also the Four of Swords. So there is like a heartbreak, or feeling that you need to recover from this, what happened to you. And you are doing your best, I think, to see things from a different point of view, or you want to have this change. You have the World card with the Emperor. So you feel that if you take control then you make this change happen. And I think what is the reality is that if you trust the things coming to you, that they will change for the better for you, because things will change the way they were meant to be for you. So if you can let go of that control, if you can maybe you had in mind of how things were and how they were meant to be, and you were confronted with that they were not the way you wanted them to be. They were not the way that you thought that this is it's maybe unfair what happened to you. But still, if you can see it, that is like how you made these rules for yourself, or how you have decided for yourself, okay, this is how I want it to be, this is how it should be. Then, and you try to come out of it by controlling situations, then it is maybe it's like the wheel of fortune is reversed as well. So it's saying, yeah, it's maybe you're having these actions to control because you are having fears. But if you could let that go, and if you could try to listen more to the magician, listen more to having faith in that the universe has the best in mind for you, that changes will come to you just on their own, and that they are bringing the best to you, if you know what I mean. If you could trust that, and I think you're trying maybe to do that. You want some kind of completion for yourself. You may be having learned or studied something or done some research over the last half a year, or maybe even 6 years. But you have learned something that you makes this completion in your life. So you were already going toward this. So it's like there are two things happening parallel to each other. And one thing you were maybe not even aware of, how much change that brings in your life, but that you also needed that change for yourself. So something has come to you that you maybe don't like, but in the end, it might be a blessing that this is happening to you, because then you can move forward to some kind of completion, something that brings you also closer to your life purpose, something that brings you closer to how you see life and what you desire in life and what you want in life. Because maybe that person who is with 3 people in this card, maybe that person didn't bring this fulfillment. Maybe this person didn't bring this that you thought that you had together. Maybe this person didn't bring that stability. Maybe this person didn't bring this happiness. These are 2 people that feel blessed to be together. They feel like they have everything that they wanted. It's sometimes also like the twin flame soulmate card, something that they have that is a beautiful experience, but then the Lover's card is reversed. So everything that you thought was a reality in this happiness that you had together, you wonder now if that is really the truth. Is that really the reality? Is that really how you still feel with this person? Or has it been maybe not a reality? Has this person maybe not been on the same page with you? These 2 people here, they are very in tune with each other. They are almost doing the same there's full acceptance of being, and that brings them this happiness, this security, because they feel it, they are together, and everything comes to them because in happiness and in success, they feel successful together because everything comes to them, because that's how things evolve from one thing into a better thing, into a better thing, and they almost can't believe the happiness with this. And you are seeing this now, like, but was I like that with this person? Are we a couple like that? Are we having this stability, this security? Is everything turning in better? And maybe we did have that, but I'm maybe I have been holding up this maybe I have been holding this up all the time. Maybe I have had this facade on me, or for some of you, it was like, yeah, a mask, like, yeah, this is who I am, this is what I want, this is what we are. And maybe it wasn't true. Maybe, so that is what you wonder now. And what you can ask yourself is if it is important in a situation that you are now, that you are confronted with, that you are faced with? Is it important that that is what you what you are thinking that you are? Or is it something that you can, for yourself, see from a different perspective, see the love that you did have together, or see the thing that you did have as, yeah, that was a good time, that was maybe a very nice job that I have, maybe yeah, there was something that I was really successful with, but you know, it's maybe time to have a change. Maybe it's time for this completion into, yeah, a kind of awakening, a kind of turning point, something that I can change in my life for the better, and also to trust the universe that things will change for me, for the better, without trying to yeah, get this all these thoughts, all these rules back into the box. If we have the judgment, it's like it has to be like this. This is fair. This is how it should be. Everybody is standing in the right box, and so that's how we deal with things. And so, how about when everything falls out of that box? What is there still left? And can you still see something that's going to make that a positive change for you? And thinking about the positive changes, so to say. So to turn these cards around, and so know who you are, know what you want, know that you're how beautiful you are, know what your life purpose is, and find yourself, and to balance yourself again. And that's what in the near future, the love is reversed, and the Four of Swords is saying, it's like, yeah, you need to recover from this. You all had a hard time here. A lot has happened. There is some heartbreak about that. There is this thing. I feel that there's a lot going on inside of you that maybe you didn't want to admit, and that you are going to admit to yourself, that you can't push things away by just you with the Chariot moving forward. Also with the Two of Swords, it's like you have to have a rest with it, and go within and find your strength back, because you are a Leo, so you have that strength in you, but you feel that you have lost this security, and so you feel a bit lost, and so you need that to get that back, to move on, get back on your feet, and then you will see how much you have in you. The Lover's card reversed is also saying, yeah, you need to have this rest, a time out, to come, also to bring these two sides, two extreme sides, maybe how you were thinking. Like sometimes it is black and white thinking. It's like everything has to be like this, everything should be like that. No, it is like this. No, it is like that. So it's like a conflict inside of yourself. Was it like this? No, it is like that. Was it? Could I ever trust this person? Yes, I could. No, I couldn't. So it's all these questions that you wonder how you focus maybe too much on all these things that could have been or that were or what could have been changed about this insecure situation, so that this insecure situation is like never existed. But you know that you have to now face it, to get through it, and to realize that, or to come to some kind of acceptance. Sometimes it's really painful and difficult to face the hurt, and to you feel like you can't move on after this hurt, or we get so stuck in thinking, how could this person do this to me, or how could I have, even blaming yourself for things that that aren't necessarily the truth. And also, what do we reach with blaming ourselves for? We should have been thinking in a different way, or punishing yourself for our thinking of, yeah, I should have not done this, regrets. All this is not going to help you move forward. So the advice is to take this rest, and don't be too hard on yourself, and find again after this rest what your strengths were, also how you can make this change, because I think that you have been learning something, also maybe spiritually it has done something with you, and you have something that you have been working on in the past that is much better than that you think it is. So in the future, in the near future, you can pick that up again, and you will be maybe even surprised how much you can do with it, how much you can. So we have the Eight of Pentacles. It's somebody who has been working on it. This person doesn't look very happy. It's not like, oh, I'm such a success, I'm just working on this thing I'm doing, and I'm okay with it. I just keep working on it. Somewhere in the past you really liked this thing, but maybe you lost the attraction to it, or maybe you left it for a bit, or maybe you thought it's never going to really get off the ground, this thing. And so you will be surprised that if you have been steadily working on something, and you have been taking this time out for yourself, that you really come back to yourself, then you will see that suddenly this thing is growing into something that you could not imagine how far it will bring you. So this is the King of Pentacles. So it's something that you can really feel like a king with this thing that you have been working on, so that you are going to feel some kind of security again, but in a different way than you expected. So you're going to feel so much better with that. And that is like not very far from now. So it is a process. And so when you feel that you are accepting things, then you can also feel more self-worth. Maybe you also give yourself more self-love, and you feel that you are worth working on yourself, on your plans, on your future. And so then maybe you come to a moment where you have a choice to make, and that is in the further future. But you have this like the Two of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune, but it is reversed. So it's like, yeah, you come back to yourself, you suddenly see that things are going so much better, and then it's like you can make a decision to do something different with your life. You have opportunities, and you're looking at maybe to travel even, or maybe to move somewhere else, or to do completely something different than you were doing in the past, or maybe with this new experience of something that you did with the past, with this work that you did with the past, suddenly it's successful, and now you're thinking, shall I move on with this, shall I expand, or shall I stay where you are? And then this thing, the Wheel of Fortune is saying, you are going to experience a time where you feel fears about this change. You're going to be inclined to block yourself with these fears. So that's what these cards are saying. Don't let the fears make you stay where you are. So that you have to stay in, that you have to take back that control, that same control that you tried in the past, so that you repeat yourself. These cards are asking you to really have a look at yourself, to not repeat yourself, and to move on to a better future for yourself. You have so many opportunities, so many possibilities, things that you can do. With this, I can see that from this card, where you can work on something and be the King of Pentacles. So you have it in you to make that change for yourself and to feel so much better if you take maybe a risk, or if you're going to change something, make that change for yourself. So don't let fear stop you from doing the things that could really make you very happy in life. I'm going to give you some angel cards. Deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Some more. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Okay, Leo, this is what I have for you. If you would like to book a private reading with me, look in the information box below. Yeah, thank you very much for watching my video. If you like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, thank you, and hope to see you next time. Bye bye.